Hi, my name is Jerry Barnett, and I have Claire Lipinski here with me. Hi. And we're going to talk to you about homeschooling. Now, we both homeschool. Claire, how long have you been homeschooling?
This is actually the end of our 11th year of homeschooling. Wow. I can hardly believe it. What about you?
This will be the end of my second year in homeschooling my kids. And so we know that there are many of you out here that have been thrust into all of a sudden teaching your kids at home. And we know also that you're probably using stuff that your school has sent, that your kids' teachers has sent. And so we just want to give you guys other avenues of maybe how to work this thing out, or maybe you've been considering homeschooling through all this. Maybe you like it better. And so we just want to give you the tools that you need to kind of take the next step in homeschooling.
Absolutely.
So
now, Jerry, I have a question for you. What is the difference between schooling your child at home with the curriculum that your school is providing versus homeschooling? Is there a difference?
There is a difference. One of them is actually just public school at home. And the other one is homeschooling. Because with homeschooling, you choose your own curriculum. And so in my school at home, with my kids, we don't have anything to do with the public school. We do our own thing. We're not connected.
So you have the freedom to teach the subjects in whatever way you deem fits best for your family.
Exactly. And that is the difference right there. That is one of the main differences. And so if you guys are considering homeschool, the first thing that you would need to do, considering if you've enrolled your kids in school, in public school, you will have to unenroll them.
So once they decide yes, they want to homeschool, they need to unenroll their children from school.
Yes, and this is no matter what age they are, whether they're in kindergarten, all the way up. If you are going to homeschool them, you have to unenroll them. I suggest using the unenrollment form that you can find on the Washington State Homeschool Organization. They already have it there for you.
Great resource. That's a great resource.
This resource has really been helpful to me. You can download that right off their site and get that right into your school that your child is enrolled at. And the next thing is you need a declaration of intent to homeschool. Now, this differs a little because you only need this once your child is 8. Now, if your child is under 8 years old, you do not need this form yet. You only need to unenroll them. But once your child is going to turn 8, you need to turn in this declaration of intent to homeschool to the superintendent of your district. And you have to have that done by September 15th of every year.
And that, again, is on the Washington State Homeschool website. It's a simple little form. You print it off, you fill it out, and you just pop it in the mail, and it's that easy.
Exactly. And Washington State Homeschool Organization also does have a Facebook page, and I would recommend you following them if you're interested in homeschool.
So after you file your declaration of intent, what do you do?
The next thing you need to do is you need to know what you need to teach them. And they have it laid out there, the 11 subjects that you need to cover in some way.
So don't get scared. 11 sounds like a lot, but they list all of the subjects, whether they're elementary subjects or high school subjects, all at once. And I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of that list so you know what it looks like, So obviously the first thing you need to start teaching is reading. So we have reading, writing, math, spelling, language, science, social studies, history, health, occupational education, art and music appreciation. Now, some of those, maybe it's real clear what they are. Occupational education, I actually didn't really know what that was. And that is simply your child learning about some different occupations. So if they go and talk to a firefighter, that counts. If they talk to, you said your kids have a relationship with the mailman.
They do have a relationship
Guess what? That counts too. And many of these subjects you can teach in one class at the same time. So don't think that you're going to be teaching 11 classes a day. You're not. In fact, we don't really teach a lot of classes in our house. But we do a lot of different studies on things that incorporate many of these subjects into one study. So pretty easy, actually.
It is easy, and it's amazing that when your kids are home with you, they do so much life with you that they're really learning these things more than you even realize that they're learning, because you don't even have to teach them, because they're going to the store with you, they're interacting with the mailman with you, they're doing these things already.
It's very, very, very natural. And not to mention the life skills. I know that's not required, but in my mind it is, right? And so they're learning all of these life skills that maybe they wouldn't learn if they are in a school setting. So one of the big benefits.
The last thing that you need to know is that once a year, once your child is 8, they have to be either assessed by a certificated teacher, or they have to take a test. This is my first year having to do this, actually, and we chose to go through the Family Learning Organization, or FLOW as it's called in the homeschool community, and I actually chose to have my kids assessed instead of take the test, because they're young, and one of them we're working through some stuff with him, so I figured an assessment would be good for him. So we're gonna fill that out and kind of get the stuff and send it back to them, and they're gonna give us some feedback, and then I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put it in my files.
Okay. Well, and so I've never actually done an assessment. I've always done tests with my kids because that's just what we've done. And again, those are really easy. The first bunch of years that we've done testing, it was the simple little bubble test. They send them to your home. You time your kids taking the test, you send them back in, and then you get the results a few weeks later. This year and last year both, we've decided to move it to an online platform, and in one afternoon they all do their tests, we get instant results, and the feedback from those are actually pretty helpful, especially if your child's struggling in an area. But again, no one even asks for the results. You just put it in your file, and you just continue on. So hopefully that was helpful.
Yeah, the organizations, they don't send it to anyone. They send you your results back, and you file it and keep those files.
Yeah, you keep all of the records for your children. They don't have to go anywhere else.
I hope this was helpful for you, and stay with us. We're going to put some more videos out, and if you have any questions, you can email us at Jerry, that's Jerrie, at newhc.org. Thank you again for joining us.
Thank you so much.